morning all. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2020, about 9:20 a.m. Central Time. Well, the NASDAQ continues with the weakness. So the market that was the strongest sector that led us up, all of a sudden, as the states are reopening and we're approaching June 1st when even more things happen positive. In fact, the whole month of June, we really start reopening the U.S. economy. That's been coming down. Could be subscribers backing off from the Netflixes and the like. Maybe they're not using all the products they did. Maybe they're going back to the grocery stores, not using the Amazons. I'm not sure. The rotation, well, you can see it's the Dow Industrials that they've gone to in the small caps, with the S&P and the NASDAQ the weakest. Gold's getting a little bit of a washout, but I don't think it's anything important. I think it's hitting some downside targets, looking for support, and it's time for us. We'll say goodbye to June, and we'll start tracking now the August gold. That's the one we look at. Silver market down 6 cents. It tried a bigger break, couldn't stay down there. Copper down. Why is copper down if everything's opening? Because the U.S. and China are really kicking up the rhetoric, and the question is, what does the U.S. do about Hong Kong, if anything? Number two, is it our right to do anything? I mean, at the end of the day, Hong Kong belongs to China. And while we might not like how the rights go and all that there, the simple fact is that's for the people of China to decide. I don't know what the right thing is for the U.S., but if we start this tit for tat, they're going to do the same, and that's going to weigh on markets. Notice beans, they try to rally, not able to hold it, not really going anywhere in these markets. Very flat in the bond and the note market. I am of the opinion that the 34.5 area in the crude represents an area of value. In other words, that's the area that U.S. producers in the Permian and other areas slowly turn on their spigots. Now, Russia's also watching Brent, and Russia's making it very vocal that they think come the end of June, they're able to go back to the market, stop their supply cuts, that demand and supply will be more in equilibrium, and they can back away from that. Once Russia goes, others go. So keep your eye on that part of it. Pretty flat elsewhere in the markets at this point. Now, if we take a look at the data, weekly U.S. retail sales down 1.5% for the first 3 weeks of May. They were down 7.5% for the first 3 weeks of May to 2020 versus 2019, and they're down 5.5% for the week ended May 26 versus a year ago. The ICSC, which measures the retail sales a bit different, they saw them up 0.6% from the previous week, but down 17% from the year ago week. The CBOE has announced that on June 8th, they're going to allow their new redesigned floor to handle traders. I don't know how that's going to work. Behind them might be the CME group, and that means that I'll be able to get back on TV. And by the way, I will be on Bloomberg today at 9:50 a.m. doing a phone interview. The U.S. Federal Reserve is going to release their beige book this afternoon at 1 o'clock. And we'll find out how the bank's regions are doing. API at 3:30. The market's still looking, and that's why it's down a little. They're still thinking they're going to get a bit of a bearish report. I'm up the opposite. I'm thinking the market might actually see a report with net draws that I would think is a bit friendly. We'll see what happens there. Richmond Fed down 27, prior down 53. So we're seeing that the worst seems to be behind the markets, and they're gradually going into phases of improvement, which I think is quite important and something that we all have to be looking at. We write about this, how Chinese-U.S. trade affects different grain markets, the meat markets, the soft commodities. What about foreign currencies? I mean, is the dollar going to go up or down from these current levels? That's going to be the big question. Currency trade has gone sideways since March, and eventually we're going to get a breakout. We'll be writing about it in our charting software. Yeah, our charting software contains a lot of our data. We cover all these different markets throughout the day. You can get the information from us sent to your email box, or you can pick it up right inside of our charting software, your choice, plus oral updates throughout the day as well. So you really get a lot of information. Maybe it's time you take a look and see what we provide our clients. Maybe you're not getting the same type of information. Just give us a call. My staff will set you up. You can go to our website under free offers, give that a try. We'll get you all set. Click here. If you're watching me on YouTube, you'll be able to be taken right to that page. I'm Ira Epstein. See you this afternoon with our end of the day wrap-ups. I got to get ready for Bloomberg now. Take care.